Welcome po dito sa programa ng Power to Unite with Elvira. Andito po kami ngayon sa Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, kung saan po ito na po isa pang napakaganda at napaka-exciting story po na maririnig nyo na coming from Father Peter Cung. Siya po ang Vicar General ng Congregation of the Blessed Sacrament dito po sa Saigon. Ano bang istorya niya at ano bang matutuhan natin sa kanyang story? Siya pong subaybayan ninyo sa pagbabalik ng Power to Unite with Elvira.
May maganda daw po kayong balita.
May biyayang darating sa atin. Hinirang ang ating bayan. Pinili ang bansang Pilipinas upang dito idaos ang 51st International Eucharistic Congress.
Dadayuhin ng mga Katoliko sa buong mundo. Magkita-kita tayo sa Cebu sa January 2016.
Sa selebrasyon na ito, maghahari ang pagmamahal sa isa't isa dahil tayo ay pamilya ng Diyos at Siya ang ating Ama.
Saksihan natin ang real presence ni Jesus sa Eucharist. Yan ang misa ng mundo.
Pinakamalaking pagsasama ng mga mananampalataya. Pagtulong-tulungan natin para may sakatuparan.
Mula sa ating munting kakayahan, may handog natin ang pinakamalaking selebrasyon ng banal na Eucharistia.
Makapangyarihan ng mamamayang Pilipino, kaya natin ito.
Isang pamilya sa ilalim ng isang Diyos. Nag-iisang bangka tayo sa isang pananampalataya. Christ in you, the hope of glory.
Father Peter Cung, so thank you very much, for accepting our invitation to be one of those whom we can interview, because I think your life story can also be an example to the forthcoming 51st International Eucharistic Congress, where your faith is really a witness how Jesus Christ plays a very important role in your life, May I know, why did you choose to become a priest? What is really your life story?
You are welcome. I remember my history began since I was young, very young, maybe 9 years old.
Okay.
The time I will receive first Holy Communion.
Okay.
My love to God, especially in the Eucharist, very great. I love God in the Eucharist very, very much. And at that time, I like to go to church every day in the early morning.
Okay.
Since the day I received first Holy Communion.
Okay.
And day by day, God called me, and God remind me that I should become a priest in the future.
Okay.
And that was my design. However, when I grow up,
Yes.
after 1975, at that time I'm almost 18 years old. 2 years after 1975, it means 1978.
Yes.
I am I was 20 years old. I was arrested by the communists, and they brought me into prison, into jail, among the forest, jungle.
Is that far from here in Ho Chi Minh?
Yeah, 3 hours driving from Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay.
And I lived in the camp 5 years.
5 years.
Yes, for 5 years. And the condition of life in the camp of the communists in the jail, very, very low. And the people, I mean the prisoner cannot be survived if the family could not come to support them some food and medicine.
So most of you are young people.
At that time, many people were arrested.
Were arrested.
Yeah, young people, the people who serve in old regime.
Okay.
Yeah. Soldier, officer, everybody were arrested into prison.
So you were still a student when you were arrested at that time?
Exactly.
Okay.
I
So
was
you were
student.
very young.
I
Yes.
intend to study to become a doctor.
So not a priest.
Yeah, not a priest.
So you were in the prison camp for 5 years, and as you said, the condition was really very poor.
Yeah.
If the family would not come to support them, give them food or medicine, so the survival is very, very slim,
Very,
right?
yeah, very.
So how many are you in the camp?
I remember in the camp I live there maybe 1,000.
Wow.
There are 3 camps
Next to each other?
Yeah, next each other. 3 camps. And in my camp, there more than 1,000
Wow, that's big.
prisoners. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All male?
On male.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said that the condition is very hard, and then you were asked to work in the forest?
Yeah, every day.
So what do you do in the forest?
In the morning from 7 o'clock to 11, and in the afternoon from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And we work in the forest to cultivate, to plant manioc, and that kinds of food for the prisoner.
Oh, okay.
The prisoner have to cut every big tree
Okay.
to preserve the land for cultivate manioc.
Okay.
And the food for prisoner, nothing else but manioc and salt. Nothing else. No meat, no fish, no vegetable.
Nothing except that one.
Yeah.
So, Father Peter, how did you survive 5 years in the labor camp or the prisoner camp?
Second year since Saturday, the police moved me from Saigon to the camp in the forest. I worked in the forest, and one day when I came to take a bath after a day of working inside a spring, you know, the spring among the sun. The water level just like this from the bottle.
Okay.
Very dirty.
Okay.
And I have to take that kind of water to every prisoner come together at the same time. And for the people, the prisoner, to take a bath only 2 minutes.
Wow.
Together in the spring.
Okay.
And suddenly I got a fever. And I almost died after 3 days of high fever.
Okay.
And one of my prisoner, the man I mean, who lay like me,
Yes.
he brought with him Eucharist, and he picked a small, very tiny piece of Holy Communion
Okay.
and gave me a piece of Holy Communion.
Okay.
And I survived. Maybe I think God saved me because I have no food from my family. Only one small piece of sugar the prisoner gave me after very severe fever.
Okay.
Almost 2 weeks. And then I lie in bed for 1 year. For 1 year, cannot go out. Cannot go out at all because I became very weak. No food, no support from the family because the family have no permission from the police to come to visit me in the forest. And 5 years later, the prisoner support me. Yeah. Sometimes he gave me a piece of sugar, a piece of dry fish.
Dry fish.
Yeah,
okay.
dry fish
Yeah.
to eat. Small piece of dry fish to eat.
Yes, yes.
After 5 years, I was released from prison. I come back home, and I escaped into the forest again to work in the forest because after release from prison, according to the law of the local police, I have to work. Anytime they call me to go to work in public side, for example, to dig the soil, the river, or for example, for 3 years.
For 3 years.
For 3 years more. I don't like to live in such a way. I escape into forest again, and I cultivate rye and peanut, and to live there for 2 years. And then I come back home to live with my family. I go to school again to study English, to study is some technical course subject. One day, the parish priest remind me that you should join my congregation. I mean, the father who died, but at that time he was superior of the congregation in the parish where I live. And when I come back home and then I go to church, and the parish priest who were superior of my congregation, he invited me to join his congregation. And I tell him, let me 2 weeks to pray.
Okay.
And I come back home to pray. And I asked my father, after 2 weeks, I asked my father to took me to come to see the parish priest and also the superior of the congregation.
Okay.
And asked him to let me, to allow me to join congregation. Since 1986, at that time I was 28 years old. And God brought me into prison to hide me, to save me. I did not recognize. When I relieved from prison, I recognized that God saved me.